Who is the strongest man in history? That's a question many people ask, and the answer is more incredible than you might think. His story isn't just about breaking records or lifting massive weights. It's about overcoming challenges, pushing the limits of the human body, and inspiring generations of athletes. In this video, we'll take a closer look at his incredible life, starting from his humble beginnings all the way to his record-breaking feats. Get ready to hear about the man who redefined strength and left a lasting legacy in the world of strongman competitions. Stick around because this is a story you won't want to miss. Early life and humble beginnings. You know, the strongest people in history often come from humble beginnings, and this man was no different. He was born in a small village, far from the spotlight, and raised in a modest household. There were no special training facilities or fancy equipment for him to build strength. Instead, physical labor was just a normal part of his everyday life. From an early age, he helped his family with heavy tasks, whether it was carrying loads around the farm or working long, hard hours. This constant, tough physical work started to shape the incredible strength he would later be known for. Despite growing up with limited resources, his determination was unstoppable. While other kids might have seen these daily chores as a burden, he embraced them as opportunities to push himself. Little did he know, those early experiences would lay the groundwork for his future feats of strength. The challenges he faced built not only his body, but his mental toughness too. His story shows that sometimes greatness begins far from the spotlight, in the quiet corners of life, where hard work and perseverance become the true foundation for success. Discovering his strength. It wasn't long before people started noticing something special about him. As he got older, his strength became impossible to ignore. By the time he was a teenager, he was already lifting things that most people wouldn't even try to budge. When he entered local strength competitions, he amazed everyone with his natural ability to lift massive weights that others could barely move. His strength seemed almost unreal, and people quickly started talking about his potential. It didn't take long for word to spread, and soon enough, he was being encouraged to take his talent more seriously. What started as a hobby became a real focus for him. He realized that with the right training and dedication, he could take his strength to the next level. So he committed himself to a strict training routine, pushing his body harder than ever before. This was the time when he truly began honing his skills, turning raw talent into something more refined. Looking back, it was clear that these early competitions were the stepping stones to the legendary career that awaited him, breaking records and gaining fame. When he finally stepped into the world of professional strongman competitions, everything changed. Almost right away, he started making headlines by breaking records that no one thought were possible. He was lifting weights that left everyone stunned. One of his most famous feats was deadlifting over 500 kilograms, a number that was unheard of at the time. But that wasn't all. He was doing incredible things like pulling trucks and lifting massive stones, feats that showed not just strength but determination and grit. With every victory and every record he smashed, his fame grew. People all over the world started recognizing his name, and he became a huge figure in the strength sports community. His performances weren't just about numbers on the scoreboard. They were jaw-dropping displays of human power. Each competition only added to his legend, and before long, he was a household name. Fans and competitors alike were in awe of what he could do, and his reputation as the strongest man in history was firmly cemented. The pinnacle of strength competitions. At the height of his career, he wasn't just competing, he was dominating. He took on the world's toughest strength competitions, and time after time, he came out on top. Winning titles like the World's Strongest Man and the Arnold Strongman Classic wasn't just a one-time thing for him. He claimed those titles multiple times, proving that he was in a league of his own. These victories solidified his reputation as the strongest man in history. What made him stand out wasn't just his brute strength, though. Sure, he could lift unbelievable amounts of weight, but he also had the endurance, agility, and mental toughness to handle whatever challenge came his way. While many competitors focused only on pure strength, he brought a combination of skills that made him truly unbeatable. His performances became legendary not just because of the weights he lifted, but because of the complete package he brought to every competition. His legacy was more than just records. It was about how he redefined what it meant to be the strongest. Overcoming adversities. Throughout his remarkable career, he faced more than just physical challenges in competition. Injuries threatened to cut his success short many times. These weren't just minor setbacks. Some of these injuries were severe enough to potentially end his career. But instead of letting them define him, he used each setback as motivation to come back even stronger. His grit and determination became just as legendary as his strength. Through countless hours of rehabilitation and hard work, he always managed to recover and return to the sport, often better than before. It was his mental toughness, not just his physical power, that truly set him apart. His ability to overcome adversity time and time again didn't just inspire those in the strength world. It inspired people everywhere. This resilience only added to his legendary status, showing that true strength isn't just about lifting heavy things, but about rising above the toughest challenges life throws your way. Inspiring the next generation. Even after achieving so much, he didn't just rest on his success. Instead, he made it a priority to share his knowledge and inspire the next generation of athletes. He understood that true greatness isn't just about personal accomplishments. It's about passing on what you've learned to others. Whether through training seminars, books, or social media, he found ways to connect with people who looked up to him. He wasn't just a strongman, but also a mentor. Aspiring strongmen and women were drawn to his story, finding motivation in how he overcame challenges and reached the top of his sport. His dedication to helping others chase their own dreams showed that his impact went far beyond the competitions. His legacy was not only built on the records he set, but also on the way he inspired others to work hard, stay focused, and never give up on their goals. Legacy and impact on strength sports. His impact on strength sports goes far beyond just winning titles and breaking records. He changed the game entirely, showing the world what the human body is really capable of. Before him, strongman competitions weren't as widely known, but he helped bring them into the mainstream. His incredible feats of strength captured the attention of fans everywhere, and people who had never watched a strongman event before suddenly couldn't get enough. But his legacy isn't just about the records he set. It's about the people he inspired. Athletes around the world look to his story for motivation, knowing that with hard work and perseverance, they too can achieve greatness. Fans continue to be amazed by everything he accomplished, and his influence can be seen in the sport today. His life stands as a testament to what can be achieved through dedication, resilience, and a refusal to quit, no matter how tough things get. And there you have it, the incredible story of the strongest man in history, whose legacy continues to inspire athletes around the world. If you enjoyed learning about his journey and want to hear more amazing stories, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Bunny Burrow. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.